Hi everybody, my name's Dennis Norris and I am the class facilitator for this class, and I want to welcome everyone. This is Resource Development, Fundraising, and Grant Writing. So welcome. A little bit about myself. I've been in nonprofit management for decades, at least 30 years doing this, and have done quite a few different things. I've raised money. I've been an executive director. I've done just a smattering of everything. So hopefully you can learn from my mistakes as I go along this course. So that's the idea anyway, is for you to learn something in this class about resource development and to take that with you in your career. So again, resource development, fundraising, and grant writing, that's the class. And I'm Dennis Norris, your facilitator. If you want to learn a bit more about me, what I've done, and where I've been, you can look at my profile on Moodle. Thank you. What to expect? Again, this is the introductory video to get to know you a little bit and for you to get to know me. After this video, there will be a video at the beginning of each of our modules, and there are 4 different modules. Each of the videos for the 4 modules will tell you what to expect, like this one does, and I will give you some tips on how I like things done or how to be successful in that week's assignments. So it's really vital to watch those videos because I'll give you a lot of really good tips on what I look for in your assignments so that when I grade them, you'll know these are my signals, the things that I look for that will help you get a better grade. So please check out the student guide and the course syllabus, which are in Moodle. And Moodle, when I say Moodle, this is the online tool that we use. If you're online and you're doing something within the class, then you are on Moodle, okay? So just so you know what that means. The course is split up into readings, quizzes, worksheets, and communication assignments. There is also a course checklist on Moodle, so you can check to make sure that you've done everything that you're supposed to do. The way to pass this class, there are really 3 ways to pass this class. One is to score at least 140 points out of a possible 200 points. The other is to do all of the communication assignments. You have to do both of those, score 140 points, and do all the communication assignments. And you must also do the final reflection. That is a very easy assignment worth 10 points during the last week. That shows me that you've been here the entire time and that you've done all the assignments and you've done them correctly. You'll notice that each week's assignments have a point total that also corresponds to a dollar amount. We're trying to raise $200,000 for this fictitious thing called the Community Kitchen. And specifically, we're trying to raise this money for Community Kitchen's certain program, which is called the Summer Community Garden Project. Okay? And like I said, each week's assignments will move us closer towards that goal of $200,000 and the 200 points that relates to. So pretty simple. If you're unclear on that, just let me know, and I'll try to explain it further. But again, for instance, if we have an assignment and the assignment is to raise $10,000 doing a particular thing, that would be worth 10 points. So 200 points is equivalent to $200,000. It's pretty well spelled out in the syllabus, but again, if it's not clear, let me know, because it's important to understand that. Okay, so again, this is a class about how to raise money and how to, at least in an introductory sense, how to write grants. Every nonprofit is different as to how they raise funds and also as to what they use the money for. Likewise, every nonprofit communicates with its donors in a different way and a way that's most effective for them. So in the end, however, a nonprofit must raise money outside of their organization, primarily not from its clients, but from the general public and foundations and corporations and people that have an interest in the mission of what the organization does. Okay, so you are to be the new Vista for this fictitious nonprofit called Community Kitchen, and your role as the new Vista is for capacity building. What the heck does that mean? That's a really good question. And really, capacity building means if I'm building the capacity of your organization, it simply means that I am instilling methods and strategies that will allow your organization to thrive and survive into the future, long after I'm gone. Okay, so it's not about going in and raising all of the money for Community Kitchen, actually doing the legwork and knocking on doors and getting sponsorships and all of that. It's showing the board and the volunteers of Community Kitchen how to do that. Okay, that's building capacity. Again, if you're not clear on that, please let me know, because it's vital in understanding your role as we move forward. The first assignment is for you to write an introduction of yourself as this new Vista to the Community Kitchen Board. You need to tell who you are, what you're going to be doing, and you'll get a lot of that from the reading that you need to do of the syllabus. And as we move forward, you'll learn that you're going to be doing some special event development, showing the staff how to write a press release. You're going to be doing some grant research. You're going to be doing all of those different things. And then you need to explain to the board that builds their capacity in what manner. Okay? So that's the first assignment. Again, it's pretty well spelled out in the reading. If you have a problem understanding it, just let me know. Some housekeeping right up front here in the introduction. Much of development work is about writing. It's about professional writing. I'm really, really big on professional writing, and you'll see that I don't cut people a lot of slack if they do something incorrectly, because you have gotten a document by now attached to the introductory email that says Dennis's top 10 writing rules. You need to follow those strictly, okay? The biggest one is probably the exclamation point. Do yourself a huge favor, not only for this class, but for the rest of your life, and surgically remove the exclamation point from your laptop, because you will no longer need it, especially in this field. Now, I don't care if you text me, if you message me, if you write to me in an informal manner with an exclamation point. I don't care. It's just you and I talking, basically. But in any assignment in this class, or in any professional thing that you do, an exclamation point turns your professional writing into amateurish mush, okay? It really makes you look unprofessional and like an amateur. There's nothing worse than seeing some great paragraph that you've written about, I don't know, in Community Kitchen terms, maybe about hunger in the schools or whatever, and then at the end of that saying, but together we can fight this, and with an exclamation point, and you just turned yourself into a cheerleader, okay? And that really looks bad to donors. There's a lot of research that backs me up, and I will link you to several articles that say exactly what I'm saying. Stop using an exclamation point, okay? So if I see one on one of your assignments the first time, I generally take about half off, okay? From that point on, if you do it again, it's pretty much a 0 on every assignment. I will break you of this habit. It is a bad habit, and I will break you of that, at least for the duration of this course. If you use it beyond this course, that's your problem, okay? You won't be as competitive as someone else who doesn't do that, okay? So again, I just want to make that clear that under no circumstances in this class would you use an exclamation point. So just get rid of it. Do yourself a favor. You can reach me anytime you want by email. That's usually the best way. Or there's a message function within Moodle. If you send me a message, it links to my email. So it's the same scenario. I try my best to get back to every student within 24 hours, so please be patient with me, and I'll get back with you and I'll answer your question. Never hesitate to contact me for anything. And if you want to chat with me on the phone or on Skype or anything like that, just let me know via email, and I'll set that up with you so that we find a convenient time for each other. So again, this is the introductory video. That's it for now. Good luck. Let me know if anything is confusing to you, especially this week when you need to understand how everything works. Because going forward, if you don't understand, it'll reflect in your assignments, and I don't want you to be confused about anything. So again, welcome to the class. Contact me at any time, and good luck to everybody. Thanks. Take care.